Hello everyone, it's me, Andrea from Andy's Corner. And I'm just so glad that you joined me today because today we're on chapter 2 of our new book, The Biggest Story, How the Snake Crusher Brings Us Back to the Garden. This book is so beautiful and so colorful. It's written by Kevin Deyoung and illustrated by Don Clark. I love these pictures. I even have some of these pictures in my house. I know, it's amazing. So let's dig in. Last video, we read chapter 1. So if you missed it, go check it out. And don't forget to like and subscribe all the videos and subscribe to my channel. That way you don't miss what happens next. You don't want to miss it. So we're today in chapter 2. Look at how beautiful that is. I love it. I love the colors. So before we start chapter 2, let me just give you a brief overview of what happened last time. So chapter 1, Adam and Eve ate the fruit that they were not supposed to eat, and they got kicked out of paradise, the garden that God had made for them. And then God promised that one of Eve's children one day would kill the snake eventually. So let's see what happens. Sadly, things got a lot worse before they got any better. Adam and Eve had several kids, including 2 brothers named Cain and Abel. Abel trusted God, but Cain did not. And when God accepted Abel's gift and not Cain's, Cain got very angry, so hurt, and so jealous that he killed his brother. That is not okay. And in the Bible, God actually punishes Cain for the rest of his life. If you want to read that, you got to read Genesis. It was the first murder in history, but it wouldn't be the last. Things were not the way they were supposed to be. Everything fell apart. After sin entered the world, things got so bad so fast that God decided to start over. The people on the earth were terribly wicked. In their hearts all the time, every day, non-stop. They didn't deserve to enjoy God's world anymore. So God took it from them. Uh-oh. Or more exactly, he took them from it. He sent a flood that wiped away everyone and everything because it had all been stained with sin. See, look, the rain came and the waters came and flooded the whole earth. Well, almost everything. God saved one family on the earth, one family that trusted him and believed what he said. Noah and his wife and their sons and their wives were spared. They lived for a lot of days with a lot of animals in a big boat called an ark. It rained and rained. God was going to start over with his creation. He was angry with the world that hated him. But he was still at work to save the world that he loved. That's why he rescued Noah and his family. God wanted to give his people another shot. God was going to start over with a new world, and Noah was going to be a new kind of Adam. See, this is the boat. This is the rainbow. The rainbow represents God's promise. And let's see what happens when God tells you about that promise. The problem was that Noah was too much like the first Adam. It didn't take long after they got out of the boat for Noah to do some pretty bad stuff himself. He trusted God enough to build an ark when everyone laughed at him, but it turns out he could be just as foul as everybody else. Even one of Noah's sons got cursed. just like everything got cursed back in the garden. Ooh. History was slowly repeating itself, whether it was Adam or Noah, the first world in the beginning or the second world after the flood. People just couldn't get things right. So to explain, the rainbow represents the promise that God would never flood the whole earth again. So that's good news. For the rest of our lives and for the lives to come, we never have to worry about God flooding the earth. There might be rain and there might be some little floods, but not like Noah in the ark. So whenever you see a rainbow, I want you to remember this promise, that God promised he will never flood the world again. One time, a whole bunch of people got together to build a giant tower. They thought they could build all the way up to heaven, but it must not have been all that big because God had to come down just to see it. This is called the Tower of Babel. And when God saw it, he was not pleased. Everyone was working together, which was okay, but they weren't working for God, and that was not okay. They were trying to show how smart and impressive they could be all on their own without God. They thought they didn't need God. So God mixed up all their languages and scattered the people all over the place. That's how we get so many languages and so many different people from this moment. Things were still not going well in the world God had made. Thankfully, God was still not done saving his people. Ooh, that's the end of chapter 2. Stay tuned for our next video of chapter 3. Okay? So I hope you learned something this video, and I hope you enjoyed all the beautiful colors. I know I did. And don't forget that when we try to do things from our strength and for our glory, it probably is not going to end well. But if we try to remember that we are made for God's purpose and that everything we do should reflect God, and before we do things, we should ask God, God, is this what you want me to do? I think if we can do that, then God will bless our steps and he will show us which way to go and what to do. And the world around us will see the face of God through our lives. That's amazing. So, before you do anything today, I want you to stop and pray and ask God. Say, God, what do you want me to do today? Please let my life reflect you so that everybody around me can know who you are. And he will. He'll be there for you because he never leaves you or forsakes you. All right? Bye. I hope you have a good day. See you later. Stay tuned for chapter 3. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss when chapter 3 comes out. Okay? Bye.